I want to talk about negotiating today. And I want to share a really simple strategy that I use all the time when I'm negotiating. See, a lot of times when you're negotiating with people, it could be over something as simple as a bill that you receive that you don't agree with. It could be a partner that is trying to get you to go one way and you want to go a different direction. It could be with the government. It could be with anybody. A lot of times they have it in their mind that there's nothing they can do. So whatever it is that you're looking at, well, there's just nothing I can do. And for me, I'm always looking at it and saying, hey, there's an end goal that I have. There's a bottom line here of what I'm trying to get out of this negotiation. I'll give you an example. I recently went to the hospital for something. I was doing some physical therapy. I asked about the price before I went. I was told, go look on the website. I looked on the website. The website had a spreadsheet of over 5,000 codes that they could possibly use to bill me. I thought my bill was going to be around $1,000, and then I get a bill that's $3,500. So you can imagine how livid I was. So I called up and said, hey, this is not right. I don't like the way you billed this. And they're like, well, this is standard procedure for a hospital. And I said, I don't care if it's standard procedure. It's wrong. You didn't do the right thing. You didn't inform me of the price, and now you need to fix it. Well, the person on the phone said, well, I can't fix it. And I said, well, who should I talk to? So they sent me to someone else, and that person said, well, there's not much I can do for you. And I said, well, let me talk to your boss. And they said, well, there's not much she can do. And I said, well, let me talk to their boss, because I guarantee you there's something somebody can do to fix this problem. And guess what? I got to that person's boss and that person's boss and that person's boss. And I think I'm like one level down from the president of the hospital. And he says, hey, I see what happened here. You're right. Let me knock 50% off of that bill. So why did that happen? That happened because I didn't flinch when they said, there's nothing I can do. I said, there's something somebody can do. I guarantee you there's something that somebody can do. I just haven't found the right person yet. And I kept going. The same thing happens in everything you do. A contractor sends over an agreement and says, sign it. And you read through and you find 5 things you don't like in the agreement. And they say, well, this is just standard language. And, just go ahead and sign it. It's no big deal. You need to push back and say, it is a big deal. I don't like these things in this agreement, and I need you to change it. They're not anticipating that. They're not anticipating that you're going to push back and say, it is a big deal, and here's why. And you explain yourself. And so what I really want you to understand here about the heart of negotiation is most people have one layer. That's all they have, one layer. And that is, well, you can't change it. That's just the way it is. Just sign on the dotted line. There's nothing I can do. That's their one layer. And you've got to be able to say, no, don't care what you just said. I know there's something you can do, and we're going to keep working until we get this done. And so sometimes there's little things that aren't worth negotiating, but a lot of times when I'm trying to negotiate something, it's deal breakers for me. It's things that, hey, this is either not right, or I don't like this clause. This clause is too prohibitive, or whatever it may be. And that kind of stuff comes up a lot in government contracting when you're teaming with folks, when you're working on a subcontractor agreement. I saw 3 of those this week where it was a subcontractor agreement that I'm like, nope, don't like the language in this type of thing. And we got to push back. So push back when people say, hey, there's nothing I can do. Because I guarantee you, they're not going to be prepared for that. And if you're polite about it and you explain why, and just make it very much about the facts, let me explain why I need you to make this change. Most people at a minimum will meet you halfway. So if you have any questions about this, as always, let me know. Love to hear your questions, and we'll see you next time.